nice and smooth like lotion here. It's very nice. Kingseyes here on Radio R 99.2 FM on the Desi's Edition show with myself, Jessie Coleman. So, I mean, it has been quite a journey, Kingseyes. I mean, you've started centuries ago. I mean, you can't tell by his look, that's for sure. But how did it all start?
It started since I was a young man. Started singing gospel choir at home. And when I came to Germany, I went to a party, asked a man from Barbados who plays guitar and sings. His name is John Noville.
Okay.
I asked him if he would let me sing a song, Bob Marley's song. I mean, I was a teenager then.
Yeah.
I was a black man. People thought, okay, why not?
Yeah.
So he didn't hear me sing at all. He has never heard me singing before.
Yeah.
So he just said, okay, and then called me up, and I did the song. I did a Bob Marley song, Stir It Up, and
nice.
I did one inner circle song, Sweat.
Yeah.
And since then, he took me along with him, and then one thing led to the other. I met some other people that started some projects, started singing with a reggae band in Stuttgart called Mouye, very big reggae band.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I became the lead singer of No Sports, the one's the biggest ska band.
Yeah.
And then, Then 2013, I think, I decided to start my own solo project.
Yeah.
And since then, I've been on my own.
So what is the reason? I think it's really interesting when people are working in bands and projects for so many years. What gave you like the feeling? Okay, I have to break free. I have to do my own thing.
It's not about breaking free. We all have our wishes. We have goals. We have dreams.
Yeah.
And my dad always. My dad told me when I was young, he kept saying that when I was young. He said, if you're going to the moon and you're sitting on a boat, chances are you'll never get there. So if you're with a band and your aim is to be somewhere and the band members are not seeing that vision, then you will not prosper. So the best thing would be to just take your own step, make your own move, and then
But that
go.
quote from your dad, it really describes it pretty well.
Yes.
I mean, we all have like ideas where we want to go, and even maybe your band colleagues had great plans, but just different ones.
Yeah, exactly.
When
So-
you go, when they want to go wide with the boat, for example, you were gonna up to the
and
moon.
I'm going to the moon.
You need another way of movement.
I need another means of transportation. So so that was what really cost. It's not like we split it because we're arguing or something. It's just because for instance, Mouye, why I left Mouye was because they said they had a Mouye sound, and I don't think there's anything called a sound from somebody.
Yeah.
You know, we have to evolve. We have to move with the time.
Yeah.
So we are not willing to move with the time. So that was why I left.
Yeah.
And then I joined No Sports. No Sports actually split up because some people moved away from Stuttgart.
Yeah. So
that was the reason why. So I would have still been with them. They've regrouped now, but I have my own project. So,
yeah, of course.
So.
But
truth is, I have to do my own thing because then I had my own vision.
You know, or you're a writer, an author. When you have that call, you really can't shake that.
No.
When you really are meant for that, it's in your, like you said, DNA.
Yes.
And maybe the things around you might change and the influences might change. And I mean, your hand, as I always say, your signature sound, your signature way of painting or writing might change a little
bit, yeah.
But like the core of it will always stay the same because this is just how who you are. And we really like the way you are. We want to listen to some more music, and we're going to listen to That Smile, his latest hit single. So let's enjoy this one.
There's so much more to you than just your look, and the fancy clothes you wear, and the color.
The rule here on Radio R: when Canida starts singing, the song must be good, and this one is good. It's That Smile by Kingseyes, and we have the privilege to have him here finally on Radio R 99.2 FM here in Stuttgart, Germany, to all over the world with my humble self, Jesse Common. The hottest beats in Afro dancehall. He's here. We have talked about evolving his styles, how he evolved over the years. And I think, especially when someone is successful in the business for centuries, I think it's really important, or let me say, I'm very interested in your opinion how dancehall in general has evolved over the years, and how did you judge it, or not judge it, but how did you experience it?
Are you talking about my personal experience?
But
in general,
the whole scene, like the whole Afro dancehall scene. How has it been?
Killing or about
sex?
Yes, and if you're talking about sex, I mean, there are ways you can talk about sex, and it won't be so vulgar.
Yeah.
But I mean, talking about sex, the way they talk about it,
the way they do it,
it's just ridiculous. It's stupid.
Yeah, and so, what many people don't know, that I mean, the reggae in general has actually been, it originally, I mean, we talked about it. It comes from Jamaica, of course, but it actually was that at that time, no one had televisions at home, and they only had a radio, and they just sum up on that radio, listen to music, and there was a master of ceremony today known as an MC, who is actually a rapper today. This is actually where it all comes from toasting, because there was this person, this master of ceremony, who was talking about the latest news about stuff which was actually happening in Kingston and everywhere.
Introducing the song or explaining what
is it about?
What the song is about, try to hype people up, to get people into the mood.
Yeah, but also talk about common stuff which was actually happening in politics and everything, just as a filler between the songs. It was actually a very cultural thing. It was not just about sex, and of course it was fun. I mean, there was food and there was music, people dance and everything, but in general, it always had a very a meaning to bring people together and to expose and to
don't
exchange
get me wrong,
information.
even the new sets of artists from Jamaica are still doing the same thing.
Yeah.
It's just unfortunate that they've chosen to go that route. And I wouldn't blame them, because the reason for that, in my view, is this. Not money. I'm just going to push their songs and themselves, So that was how it happened. And now these kids took over the thing. And people are complaining, including myself. I am complaining about their lyrics, of course.
Yeah, sure.
But the thing is, you did not give them the chance. If you had given them the chance to start, you would have been able, I'm talking about the gatekeepers, would have been able to steer them towards the direction that will be palatable for everybody.
Yeah.
And, so now we're all complaining about things that we caused.
Yeah.
We created this monster, and we have to deal with it. So dancehall is not on that front evolving, but good news is the 90s artists are coming back.
That is true. Yeah.
And even I listened to the latest song from Spice.
Yeah.
Incredible. I mean, listen to all the new songs coming out, from the 90s artists. They're bringing back that 90s vibes. So I think it's just maybe a bit of diversion. It's gonna be back to where it was before.
Yeah. Okay. So that is also your vision.
That's what I think.
Okay. But I mean, I said it, I teased it all through the show, your new projects.
Oh.
What can we expect? Because honestly, I don't know if you know how I work. I have a degree in musicology, so I'm very interested in not just the music itself. I mean, I do music since the age of kindergarten, but I think it's really important how artists are shaped. How do they start? How do they start? The environment, how does it influence them? And, also musical characteristics always are fascinating me. So I really want to know what are your latest plans? What are you planning right now? What are you cooking? Because I went on Google and everything. I was doing research. like a scientist.
Okay,
that's what I do.
That's nice.
You know, and I've seen a couple of things like you are doing, a lot of projects you have done in the past.
Yeah.
And for example, when you go on YouTube and you type in Kingseyes, you see there is a premiere coming up. What is
Yes.
it all about?
Oh yes, I'm actually working on a studio album,
Okay.
and I think I am using this song to serenade the Royal African Queen.
Ah, okay. So, I mean, all the ladies want to know right now.
Yes.
Have you experienced true love yet?
Oh yes,
You still are?
I am happily in love.
Okay, so ladies, just for you to know, that man knows true love. And I'm very excited. You just told me before the show that we have the privilege to celebrate the premiere already. I mean, we are the first place where you can listen to his latest hit single, This Must Be Real Love by Kingseyes. And, you know, all the others who don't listen to our show, I feel sorry for you guys because you have to wait till midnight. And all our Radio Art crowd is listening to it right now. The latest hit single by Kingseyes, This Must Be Real Love.
Turn it up loud.
Now I know this must be real love. Real love. Real love. This must be.
A bit for the crowd, you know, when I'm hot, you know, I can't help it and the mic is on then.
Yeah, man.
This woman is singing too. Yes, for sure. That woman can't even just talk. It's just, sometimes I sing too, right? Thank you so much for being here, for sharing your latest project. And of course, I mean, we have to talk about that album. What can we expect? I mean, he said, I mean, that's what artists always say. It's almost finished. But is there a deadline? Like,
A release date.
Yeah.
I could release an album tomorrow. The problem is we have to go through people.
you see it, you heard it. There we go. I mean, you can rest a little bit, but that man is coming back to Stuttgart and will deliver a hell of a show. That is for sure.
I can guarantee that 100%, and niceness is going to be guaranteed.
So we can't wait for that. So you just put all your heart and your love work into that album. We can't wait for that, and we feel really blessed to have you here tonight and to talk about music. This is also a very passionate thing for me as well. And thank you so much for talking to us and sharing your ideas and your the way you feel about music. That always means a lot to me, to like interact with artists, how they feel about music, how music makes them feel. And to all these artists out there who are maybe sitting in their basement and want to do what you want to do, what you are doing actually, and see you as an inspiration, and to have you here on our platform is really valuable to us. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk about your project and just to vibe with us on the Jazzy Edition show. Thank you so much, Kingseyes.
Thank you very much for having me.
Thank
and I
you.
truly appreciate it. Thank you very much.
And we go on a very short break. You can just fix yourself a drink, relax a little bit, and then I have 3 hot Afro dancehall songs more for you. So see you in a sec.
Only underground radio station.
This is Radio Ara. This is Overhits. Yeah. All of the music. Hit it. Overhits. Yeah. We're nothing but the best.